Hey guys, guard following. So let's go ahead and start looking at some guard techniques. The first thing you need to understand is how to keep your partner in your guard. When we're doing jiu-jitsu, the guard is probably the most common thing you will be in. You're either going to be passing it or you're going to be actually trying to use it. So 70% of your time is spent here, so let's really try to focus on this. Specifically, you're going to find yourself in the open guard a lot. You're not really going to have the luxury of getting the closed guard in the beginning very often. So let's focus on the open guard first, and then we can talk about the closed guard. So an open guard is just a position where my feet are not locked behind my partner's hips. In this case, my feet are just going to be on their hips. We're going to start off by getting our grips. If your hands aren't doing anything, then you don't have a guard position, because there's nothing stopping my partner from moving. So I'm going to have my partner face me here. I'm going to grab his collar with one hand and his sleeve with the other hand. We call this the collar and sleeve guard. Now, from this position, I'm going to sit on my bottom, and I'm going to put my feet on his hips. Now, I'm going to have my partner stand up, and I'm not going to let go of him. So, if you can do this and hold on tight when your partner stands up, you're ready to move on. Once I have this position, I need to always be pushing him with my feet and pulling him with my arms. So he should feel kind of locked in place. Now, once you understand this, you can get to this guard position a little bit easier. Here's how we can do that. If you're standing, grab a collar, grab a sleeve, sit down, and put your feet on his hips. Once I'm in this position, I have a great guard. Alternatively, if I'm sitting on my bottom, I can get my feet up on his hips, but I can't do that until I get grips. So a common mistake would be to try to put my feet up here without my hands on him. So the first thing I need to do is get my grips. Now I can sit down and put my feet on his hips. Once I have all of this, I'm ready to go. However, my partner's not going to be standing still. They're going to be trying to move. So when my partner's moving around, I need to be able to maneuver and follow it. We're first going to look at this without any grips. So of course, hopefully, you're always going to have these. But let's first practice understanding how to move your hips first. So I'm just going to keep my feet right here on this belt. My partner's going to be just slowly walking from side to side. I'm going to be adjusting my hips to follow him. Anywhere he goes, I want to make sure that I'm in line with him. I never want him to get here, so my legs are kind of awkwardly bent like this. I always want to be head to head, just like this, like we're just facing each other. No matter where he goes, my hips raise and follow. If he goes the other way, raise and follow. If you can do this, having the grips is just an added bonus. Now that I have these, it's going to be even harder for him to move around. So same thing, you can move, and I'm going to maintain a good grip and a good collar and sleeve guard. So, the other thing that we might need to do is understand how to hook. Hooking is just using my feet to hook onto his legs. This is going to be a great way to help bring me to him or bring him to me. So one way that we can drill this is just by using our hook and follow. So same thing, I'm not going to use my hands. My partner's going to start to move off to one side. I'm going to hook their knee and pull myself over. He goes the other way, hook the knee, pull myself over. So if I understand how to use hooks, it's going to be very hard for my partner to move around. The reason for this is because my hooks are disrupting his base. So if he's moving in this direction, he's moving to my left, by hooking his left knee, it's going to inhibit his movement a little bit. I can then reset myself and get back to the middle. Now you can put all of these pieces together. Get to your guard. Your partner will move. Follow them. They'll move. Hook and follow. The other way. Hook and follow. Always making sure you're keeping connections on them. Grabbing the gi, feet on the hips. This should be the first thing that you practice with the guard. If you don't know how to actually follow your partner, you're never going to be able to attack them, you're never going to be able to submit them or sweep them, and they're just always going to pass your guard. So before you do anything else, understand how to follow them. The guard is difficult, so the guard following drill is going to be a great way to help develop this.
Remember, keep that head and shoulders up off the ground.